Preeya, this is a great recipe. It's really simple to put together and got lots of flavour. And it reminds me of my father because we used to make this together. Now, it starts with a chicken, and this is a great air-chilled chicken. It's got lots of flavour in it, cooks really fast, and it doesn't have all the water in it. So I'll hand this over to you.
Lovely.
And I've got my chicken. I've taken it out of the packet already, and it's ready to go. I'm going to joint this chicken, which means I'm going to cut it into lovely little pieces. I want to go down the spine, straight down through the middle there like that, and then open it up. And then I go straight through the middle here like this, and with my hands up like that, straight through the middle there. And you see you've got two halves.
Yes.
Next thing I've got is the Maryland and the breast. I go straight through here like that, and so you can see how sharp that knife is.
Yes.
Now, once you've got it like this, I would sometimes trim this down, but because it's going to be a curry, I want all the bones in there.
Yes.
I want all those bits and pieces.
Flavour.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you can see this little line here. That tells me that I just run my knife through, and that's the joint between the drumstick.
This is like surgery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This bit here, I lift up that wing and right through there, crunch it down like that. And that way you get a nice piece of bone in there and the wing as well. Pop that over there. And the breast here, I just cut through the middle here.
In
Crack.
half. Okay.
In half.
Now, I love this because when you get a whole chicken, you can use it all. You can use the bones for stock if you wanted to. But I agree with you, for a curry, having the bone in, my grandma and my mum would say, bone in, yummy.
Exactly. It gives it flavour. Okay, Preeya, if you put some salt on there, but a Richardson salt, a nice big, because salt loves meat and meat loves salt.
From a height, yes.
Exactly, really important. I've got some curry powder here, and I like to sprinkle that on top as well. And then, of course, some pepper on there as well. And we're ready to go.
How easy. So far, very easy.
It is easy. And what I'll do is pop this into a pan. It's nice and hot. I'll add some olive oil here. And you can use whatever oil you like. I like using olive oil. I think it's got a lovely flavour and it holds its heat really, really well.
Good for heart health as well. Just a little health message. Why not?
Exactly. I've got a good heart, haven't I?
Yeah, you do. Good heart, he does.
That's what this is about, heartwarming recipes, isn't it?
Agree. And I love this. So you used to cook this with your dad?
Exactly.
Yeah,
my dad and I, we cooked all the time together.
Yes, I used to do that with my family. It's kind of it's the way to bring the family together. Now I do it with my kids, all about being in the kitchen, talking.
So in goes the chicken. I'll put it skin side down so we get nice crusty skin. We've got that lovely curry flavour. You can smell it, can't you?
I can. Beautiful.
And it's seasoned as well, but just to make sure there's enough salt on there.
Extra.
Now, I've got some spices here. I've got some coriander seed, some cumin seed, some fennel seed, some cardamom, cloves, some turmeric and some candle nut. Into the blender they go.
Lovely. All of it goes in. Oh, I can do it. Yes, I can do it. Talk to me about the candle nut, Richo.
Candle nut is something that they use in satay sauce, and it gives it that lovely flavour. I always use candle nut. OK, I've got some chillies. Pop them into the blender. And ginger, I'll just slice it nice and fine like that. They're still alive, those chillies, aren't they?
I like that you've left the seeds in, bit of heat in this.
Exactly.
Nice.
We want lots of spice in there. Garlic, throw that in as well. And I've got the coriander here. I'll slice this all the way through. Plenty of coriander in there. And if you want to use the coriander root, you can as well. But you need to make sure it's really well washed.
Yes. You don't want the dirt and the grittiness.
Exactly. Some shallots in there as well. You can use onion if you don't have shallots. In it goes. And I want you to pour in about 1/4 cup of olive oil. And you can use any oil you want, but olive oil, I think, gives it a great flavour as well.
Beautiful.
And you want that oil in there to lubricate it. There we go.
I put a bit extra, bit of Richo.
We like a bit extra. Now, if you can pop the lid on that and then give it a whiz, while you're whizzing that around, I'm going to turn the chicken over and make sure it's nice and brown on both sides, and then we'll put this whole thing together.
Perfect.
OK, Preeya, we're ready to go.
This smells amazing.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes, the aromas coming out of here are making me very hungry.
I tell you what, when people smell this, all your neighbours, they'll be tapping on your door, your window, trying to get in there.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Now, I've got a pan here, and I'll put a little bit of olive oil in there, and I've got some cinnamon, some lime leaves, and some star anise, and I'll pop that straight into the pan here. And this is the curry paste.
I love this. So you've just whipped it all up, very easy.
Yep.
Homemade. Could you store that in a container in the fridge?
You can pop it in the fridge or the freezer, up to you. Now it's time to add the coconut cream, the milk and the stock. And this is the liquid part. So make sure I get all of the goodies out of there.
Nice.
There we go. And, of course, some stock because we want some liquid.
So with the chicken, you're browning that off separately. I would often do a curry in one pot. But you're doing this, you think, more flavour? You're getting the skin nice and crispy?
Well, I'm doing the whole lot at once. You know, and I'm just browning it off nicely. I've made the sauce as well, so I'll just do the whole lot. You can use one pan if you want.
Good, okay. But you're also used to someone up in the kitchen cleaning up after you. Is this true, Chef?
I'm used to having a lot of people cleaning up after
Yes, I
me.
know. So at
That's
home,
right.
I might do one pot, but this looks... Oh, yeah, you're using the oil, the fat from the chicken.
Exactly. The
Okay.
oil and the fat from the chicken and the flavour from that
Wow.
curry paste. Okay, I'll pop the lid on like that, and because we're using air-chilled chicken, it'll cook a lot quicker.
Oh, wonderful.
Now, while we're waiting for this to cook, I'm going to make some coconut rice, which will go with this curry and will be delicious. Okay, Preeya, the rice is cooked beautifully, and I'll serve that up first. This is how you got to have a curry, with a nice big dollop of rice.
So how did you make that, Richo?
I put some basmati rice into a pot with some olive oil, sealed it off, and then I poured in some stock and some coconut. There you go.
That's what I do, but that smells beautiful, very fragrant.
It does, doesn't it? Now, I'll grab a little piece out, and this is one of the reasons why I like to keep the chicken on the bone, because it holds its shape. But when it's on the bone like that, it stays nice and big, which is just what you want.
Look at the colours, like it's glistening, it smells really good, all those spices, the colour's just beautiful. I'm salivating a little bit.
On it goes like that, and then a little bit of green stuff on the top there to garnish it up. Looks like a great little dish, doesn't it?
It does. I'm excited.
My mouth is watering.
Yeah, so is mine. I'm not joking. I've moved the chicken. I just want to really want to taste this.
All right, I'll let you grab that little sauce. I'll grab a little bit of rice on there, a bit of chicken on there as well, and
That is absolutely sensational. Very easy.
yep.
I would make that curry paste and probably put it in the fridge with some, you could do a salad on the side or a kachumba, anything you like. I love it. That is a beautiful hand-me-down recipe.
You think my dad would be proud?
I think you would.
I think so.